nodding off. And I was like begging for a firefight. It's like, dude, I'm sucking right now. Tired. Day 5, going on day 5 now. And the walk there took forever. Started off at night. By the time we got there, it was like the sun was coming up. So I already had a bad feeling about that to begin with. But they kept pressing on with this mission. And I remember so my plan for my team was to set up like a blocking position, a good distance away from the actual, where the target building was at. And to, block this avenue of approach that was going into the town where the house was at. We set up in this open field, but I remember walking through the open field and there's these craters, like holes in the ground. I'm like, what is this stuff? So I looked back at my spotter and something told me, I was like, dude, if something goes wrong, we're coming back to these holes. No shit, man. Make it past this hole, maybe 50 meters or so. We lay down, I'm pulling security along this long road and the town starts to wake up and I'm just getting these bad vibes. Took my night vision off, try to blend in with the terrain as much as possible. And I see this, the mopeds, what do you call those little, like a moped. Mm-hmm. And there's 2 guys on a moped and he rolls up and I put my laser on him. I'm like, dude, he's going, to the objective. Put my laser on him, my laser light, and he sees it and I'm waving around in his chest. He can't see me in the grass yet, but he looks down in his chest, he stops the bike and he looks down in his chest and he looks up in that direction of where I was at. I'll never forget the look in his eyes of hate, just hate, bro. And he backs up, does a U-E, and goes away. And I was like, this isn't good. This is not good. And then in front of us, a huddle forms, like a football huddle. These guys get into a huddle, and me and my spotter are looking at them. I call back to the recce team lead. I'm like, hey, can we smoke these guys? He's like, do they have weapons? And I'm like, no. But I just got a bad feeling, man. Like, the way everything about them, they were planning and looking around, looking at where they thought we were, and it just felt weird. They were all in this huddle, and then no shit, bro. They were like, ready, break. They scatter. A minute or 2 later, bro, like the grass was like waist high that we were in. And I remember, like, dude, the grass being mowed around us. It just started getting chopped down in all directions, all 360, it lit up. And I remember looking back at my spotter. The recce guys are already breaking contact. We go back and 4 of us jumped into the hole. I'm second guy in the hole. We had the recce team lead go in. Pemberton's on top of me. I'm sorry, the other guy, he's right on the outside of the hole and he's in a star fort, like sprawled out. And we had the medic behind him also sprawled out. And dude, we were getting lit up, bro. I cannot describe how intense the fire was around us. And then it like stopped and we just heard pow, just one crack at a time. But the intervals were very consistent and very accurate. And I'm like, oh shit, we're getting engaged by a sniper. And then it clicked what the Marines told me before coming into that area. They were like, dude, 1, we cannot go with anything less than a brigade. And we're out there with less than 35 guys. 2, there's a Chechen sniper that's working that area and he's been out there for a while. He has supposed to be a big kill record. He's been fighting for way longer than your average fighter, supposedly like the Soviet days or whatnot, and has been like a mercenary in that area and from a Chechen sniper. So I deduced it down to this is him. He's good, really good. So I called it up. We're being engaged by a sniper. So I'm trying to do a snap bang where I hear the crack and I wait for the report of the rifle, like lightning and thunder, and I'm getting a general idea of how far away the sniper is. So I pinpoint him to this tall building. It's the